Hello, welcome to another microbit video from me, Mr. Morrison. In today's video, we are going to look at measuring the magnetic field strength of a magnet or some magnets using our microbit. So, first of all, let's have a quick look at the component we're using. It's on the back of the microbit and it is called the compass on the microbit. It could also be called a magnetometer. So it's in this little chip here along with the accelerometer. And this is used to measure the magnetic field strength of an object, of a magnet measured in Tesla. So why is it called compass, of course? So I have a compass here and I'm going to just show you why it could be called compass. So a compass is pointing to magnetic north. So north is this way while I'm in my house here. But if I take a magnet, I can change the direction of the compass. Don't do this with a compass that you actually need to use for navigation, but this is an old one. You can see there's a little bubble, so I don't use this out on the hills anymore. But we're changing it with the magnet, so that means the magnet can change the magnetic field strength around. So let's see what we have here. So first of all, if I press button A, it's going to give me a number, and that's 43. Now my magnet's quite far away, so that number is just measuring the magnetic field of Earth where we are. But if I put my magnet close, 2481, so it's measuring a strong magnetic field here. So you can then do experiments. You could measure the strength of different magnets. You could also measure the strength of a magnet at different distances, or you could use what you find about the strength in other microbit projects. So to code our magnetic field strength tester, we don't need on start or forever this time, but we do need on button A pressed. You could have it on a different button, but I'm choosing A for this one. And then there's a couple things I want to do. I want to first have a show number. And this number we're going to have is magnetic field strength. So we're going to do one thing before we get that number, and we're going to go into math. And that is, we're going to choose round. So you probably know from maths that rounding something means that you're simplifying the number. So in this case, it'll give you a very, very accurate number with lots of decimal places. We don't need that. We just need a couple of decimal places. So that's why we are going to round it to the nearest, in fact, the nearest whole number for this one. So I then need to go into input and more to find magnetic force. Now, it's important for this and a few other projects we're doing, we have an X, Y, Z and strength. X, Y, Z are only going to measure the strength in one particular direction. If you know your graphs, X, Y axis, different directions. So we want strength instead. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is add in a clear screen above this, because each time I press A, I want to clear the screen so that you don't get mixed up with the numbers, because if you don't do that, the numbers will go into each other. So now you can use this to measure the magnetic field strength of magnets. Remember to be consistent about where you put the magnets to get the same readings. Download it to the microbit, and I hope to see you in another video very soon.